Broadly speaking, I focus a lot on questions to do with pop culture, TV, film, gaming, what people say and do on the internet. In particular, I've spent quite a lot of time in recent years looking at music, and especially focusing on the history of hardcore punk, emo-core, post-hardcore, and different genres and subcultures, and the various ways that social media has shaped what that music means to people today. One of the main projects I'm focusing on at the moment looks at Black people's experiences of alternative music subcultures. This has involved me looking at archives in person in the UK, as well as archives in the US. I've also turned my attention to digital archives, so looking at how digital technology and the internet is part of the ways that the history of music is recorded. And I've collaborated with a friend and scholar who is now in the US themselves, and we have looked at how music festivals that really focus on the nostalgic nature of emo, hardcore and punk tell us a lot about the relationship between music, the internet, live gigs, and what it means to be part of a scene, a subculture, or a movement at this point in time. Some of the ways that my research feeds into the teaching includes how I share the different publications or creative outputs that I make as part of the work that I do. So recently that's meant sharing a 64-page zine that I've created, which includes some of my own photography from gigs that I go to, some photographs by other people, as well as wonderful illustrations by an illustrator and comic creator, Chris Manson. And I bring that into the lecture space or classroom setting, partly to highlight some of the findings from that research around Black people's experiences of alternative music subcultures, but also to start a conversation about the different ways that knowledge can be shared. So thinking beyond conventional academic books and journal articles, and really sort of bringing together different forms of creativity, different forms of writing, and different ways of expressing ourselves.